buttery flaky pie crust for tomorrow for our citrus tarts. I always like to make the pie crust the day before because I find it rolls out so much easier if you let it sit overnight. So that's what we're gonna do. Nice cookie, that's right. Yeah, you just finished a long road trip, butt muscles hurt big time. I feel ya. Well, let's rest up this weekend, guys. Hi, Clem. Yeah, hope you're having a good day. I know, it felt so good. I was like, wow, I can choose a t-shirt to wear again. This is nice. The pain you feel, that's good pain. The pain Vune feels, yeah, that's punishment. Sometimes you gotta make yourself rest, right? Okay, so that's what's going down today. Lots and lots of good recipes linked for all of that stuff too, and they're all in Discord as well, so you can always go back and search for them at another time. I think we'll pop our hair up and then away we go. We will make a list, go over everything for the day. Once we start cooking, starts rolling right along. Don't think I have anything else to report like new from yesterday. Nothing at all. Everyone enjoy the full moon this morning. If you got a chance to take a peek at it, it was so dang bright. Felt nice. Flex on him first thing. Guys, I'm just putting my hair up. Okay. All the birdies are so happy outside too right now. Boom, boom, boom. Sam won't be home for like a little bit later today, so I don't know if you guys will see him at all, but definitely tomorrow and Sunday. Jabberwocky, welcome back. How are you? What's happening here? Tied this up here. I'm just grabbing my pen. We stole it. We stole it the other day to write some stuff down. Purple pen. Okay, so butter chicken. I think we actually will start with that because it has to marinate a little bit. So you marinate the chicken on its own in like the little pieces. It's our Friday theme, typical schedule. Mrs. Ruby and her community are rolling on in here, and I am honored as always. Harmless, thank you for the 14 bitlies. How was Katie's stream today? Happy Friday, friends, to everyone coming in. We are just getting started here, so great time to join. We are gonna be cooking some really delicious Indian food today, making as much as we can from scratch. Very pizza-y, right. I saw she was making on the title cookies and pizza. Kelsey, thanks for the follow. Yeah, love a good pizza. I mean, Friday, cookies and pizzas. I don't have to get the kids. She doesn't have to leave us. Yes. Yay, how are you doing, Katie? How are things? You, the fam, streaming? Hope all is good. We're just going over our little prep list for cooking today so we stay organized, and then we'll get started. Cadmos Tech, thank you for the follow as well. I mainly stream an educational focused content, so feel free to ask away any questions that you may have. We're all here to learn together. Katie made multiple pizzas. Hi, Max Peck. And monster cookies. It's so funny that you made those because like you say that to people and people are like, what's a monster cookie? They're so good with like the colored M&Ms in them. Nom. Then she kicked you out of the kitchen rather than share the food with us. Man, we're just the worst, hey? The hosts of the food streams never share. What the heck? Thank you, Cadmos, for the 14 biddies. You're good, fam is good, stream is great. Wrote your own Detroit crust recipe, which makes you your own hero. Good one. That means like you've made it enough times that you feel comfortable and you made it work for what works for you. I love that, Mrs. Ruby. Sounds awesome. She made her own recipe. I was gonna say, did you adapt from cheeses? You did it to a sourdough? You should like tell him. You should tell him that. Maybe he'll use it. Be like Mrs. Ruby style sourdough Detroit pizza. Boom. Hi, Scarlett. Good to see you. It's your favorite? Oh no. Do you want an extra plate of this too then? Hi, Weasel. How are you? Yeah, now she doesn't even need to visit Detroit. Hero has been made. She's watched her do it on the last stream. Well, perfect then. Everyone knows. And then, not sure if you ever noticed this, but up over here, that's Mr. Pepperoni. We also do love pizza here. Yeah, I can do that. It'll be way cheaper too. It'll be like a $15 plate. So guys, Scarlett, she lives kind of close to us. She's getting her first Cook with Kate snacks this weekend. We're gonna go deliver the duck plate tomorrow. I'm so excited. And well, now that we found out butter chicken is her favorite, we'll also bring along a butter chicken dish. Woohoo! Okay, so back to the butter chicken. Linked a great recipe that we actually have made before on stream from Cafe Delights is the butter chicken recipe. Good afternoon, FCB. How is work today? Hope you're doing okay. So butter chicken, AKA, what's the Indian name for it? Murg Makhani is what it is. Thanks for posting those up, Cookie. So similar to chicken tikka masala, butter chicken is one of the most popular curries at any Indian restaurant around the world. Aromatic golden chicken pieces in an incredible creamy curry sauce. This butter chicken recipe is one of the best you will try. You will love how easy it is to make in the comfort of your own home, especially if you make it with rice and maybe some naan bread. So we're not making naan bread today. We're doing a little bit less carbs as it warms up here. Not as heavy winter dish anymore. So since we have made this before, like I said, I do know that we have to marinate the chicken first on its own, and then we make a sauce. And then we marry both things together near the end. Really, really not difficult. And if you've ever wanted to try Indian food before, like this is the dish. I wouldn't recommend, honestly, anything else. It's not spicy unless you want it to be spicy, but traditionally this is a very mild dish. Yeah, we're getting excited, hey? That's what me and Rando said. It's like you can feel the warmth of the sun now and you just know it's coming. Good, FCB, you're doing great. That is always good to hear. Don't work too hard today, okay? So the chicken marinade, yogurt, garlic, ginger, some Indian spices, a little bit of salt in there. And we'll try and let that sit for as long as possible. You heard the geese yesterday, yeah, right? On our stream, or you heard them nearby. That's also when you know. When the birds are like, just getting a bit of obnoxious, very loud. They're nesting, it's nesting season. That's when you know spring's here. And then, so the sauce that we make for the butter chicken, there's oil, onion, garlic, ginger, some more of the same kind of Indian spices in the marinade. That's why it goes together really nice. And then it is tomato based with just a little bit of cream. Just a little bit of cream. So maybe not like the healthiest Indian dish we can make, but that's why we put roasted cauliflower with it and a nice rice on this side. Oh, they were flying over your place even. Nice view, all the flowers are blooming there. Hey, Wilson. Butter chicken sweet, you've been wanting to make this. Yes, I hope that you do after you watch us do it. Okay, so marinate. And then I'll just put sauce after that. The sauce doesn't take very long to cook. I think about like half an hour or so. Like I said, we want to let the chicken marinate as long as possible with the yogurt and spices to get the most flavor in. And then we'll bring together our sauce. And then bring together the chicken and the sauce. First time Vune ordered butter chicken, he was disappointed that he didn't get a chicken made in butter. Right? It's like the name is kind of misleading. And hi, Omdog. Quick, check out my deep fryer. So proud. Okay, back to lurking. When your husband sends you photos of a deep fryer, that's when you know it's real. Okay. This is what you get, chat. This is where Sam started today. That's before he cleaned it. Next one. Very impressive. Look at how clean that is. And then the last one, oh, that's gonna make some tasty potato chippies for sure. It's like new. Leave it to Sam. Yeah, good job. You got all chicken but no rice last time you ordered? Oh man, you gotta watch him, Scarlett, hey? It is hard work, but we do use like a nice non-caustic, like grease lift it's called, with like that little citrusy scent, if you know what I'm talking about, Vune. And so it doesn't hurt your hands, doesn't affect your lungs and like everyone else around you when you use it to clean. So handy. Yeah, Torino. That's going on Sam's OnlyFans for sure. Okay, let's keep rolling along here. So butter chicken, we know that we have to marinate it first thing. And then we can bring together the sauce literally anytime we want. Next up, I think we should get into maybe prepping the rice up. I feel like for the Kashmiri rice, so this is something that I, once upon a time, ordered from an Indian spot when we lived in Vancouver, and it like changed my life, pretty much. It's a basmati rice cooked with fruits and nuts of whatever you desire, really. The recipe I linked today, they use cashew and almond nuts. And then they use like quite a few fruits. So they did apple, pomegranate, and grape. I only have apple today. And I think I'm gonna do like maybe an apple hazelnut sort of rice. And then it also has, if you have saffron around, I don't know if we have any more left. So we'll maybe sneak some turmeric in instead. Onion, garlic, some spices as well. So it really combines nice with like both the veg and the protein portion of this. Yeah, definitely poison yourself with cleaning products in the past. Oh man. Quick Discord question. Did the way you post a pic change? No. I think you have to link your Twitch account. So that's the only thing that changed. That's the only one that changed. You'll have to go into some settings. Because, yeah, we've been working with this for a couple people, Wilson, and they got it figured out. Like, Mary was having issues last week. She got it now. She was able to post. Yeah, sorry about that you have to go back and do that. But it will be better, because then you'll get your role in the Discord too, right? So, Kashmiri rice we'll put on there. Hazelnut. And then apple. It's also really yummy with like dried fruits, but I don't think I have any. I thought I maybe had dried apricot or cranberry even would be nice. We'll see if I can search some down in here. Okay, carrying on the curry cauliflower. Really, really simple. We have cauliflower florets already kind of cleaned up for us to start. They've been looking nicer than just like the heads themselves in the store. So we'll take these, cut them a bit smaller so it's more bite size. And then we'll spice it. I have a recipe linked for that as well. We'll do garam masala, a couple other spices to make it really nice and curry. And then 15-minute roast time in the oven for that one. And I'm thinking 425F, 15-20 minutes. I do like a little bit of bite on my roasted veggies, not like really soft. And Ralph Sambit, thank you for the 6 bitlies. I'm loving all of the little bit emotes there. The heart, the shamrock, and what is that, a little peppers? Hi, Lauren, yeah, butter chimkin. And prairie mountain goat. Thank you for the follow. Hello. You've been trying to catch your lives for a while and finally am excited for the curry cauliflower. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Feel free to ask away any questions if you have them. Okay, and then the last thing, I always like to make a sauce for Indian food, which this is a very typical sauce. Cucumber raita. So think like Greek tzatziki sauce, kind of same, but different. This one is yogurt based. We will shred up some cucumber and then it's mixed with the yogurt, some herbs, and maybe a little bit of lemon. And so really, like, the earlier we can make the sauce and let it sit together, the better it will actually be. So we can maybe sneak that in a bit earlier. Last thing on the list, our pie crust, which I linked the recipe we always use from Sally's Baking Addiction. Buttery, flaky pie crust, homemade. It uses both butter and lard. It's pretty dang good. We've made it a lot of times here on stream. You figured it out, Wilson? Yay! I'm glad. That makes me happy. Thanks for letting us know, too. Tzatziki is refreshing, right? And like, not that anything that we're making today is spicy, but just that creamy sauce just kind of brings everything together really nicely. Holy, okay, I'll check it out. Oh, water just splashed me like on my nose. Perfect start to the day. Thistle and Oak, thank you for the follow. Biggest oysters of his life. Holy Gulf oysters. And you were having those raw? Was it good? You know, lies. It is 73. You tell him, Lauren. You tell him. Yeah, it's nice. It's warming up. We're probably gonna get up to 10. I'm in. You didn't eat it raw? Oh no, it was terrible. You should like tell them though, like maybe those aren't things that they should serve raw. Like it'd be better fried. I don't know. I'm gonna go grab the chicken, ginger, a couple other things. I'll be right back. Chicken, yogurt, ginger. And then we do have to cut up the chimkin. Got some leftover chicken breasts from what, last weekend, as well as tenders. It's gonna be really good. Raw oyster would be an acquired taste. Yeah, you either like it or you hate it. Okay, sounds good, Vune. Enjoy your TV watching. Switch this up. Get this mouse out of here. Let's get a nice big cutting board. You know what? I don't think I need the massive one. I think we'll just go with this. The seafood market. I don't know what to tell you. They just brought those. Is that an excuse? Is that a heckin' excuse or what? Hi, Scat. How are you? Scott's already hungry. Welcome in, Mary. So good to see everyone just filing in. Just grabbing my knife. Like I said, it was a busy morning prepping. So some of the stuff is drying after I washed it up. So we'll cut this into nice chunks for the butter chicken. Don't go too small because it'll shrink, and then you don't want it to just like fall apart either. We need a bit of texture. Scat, how's the week? Finishing up work for the day? That's my assumption at least. So boom. So I think we have, what, only 2 whole chicken breasts, and then literally the rest of this is tenders. I think. Shake it out of here. Oh, one more. Nom. What a good way to use up extra chicken. It's like literally the first thing that came to my mind. So let's just organize this a bit. Put all the tendies over here. I think we might trim it up. The tender, just take off this part, like the connective tissue, because that doesn't really break down at all, even if you cook it. So first thing we'll do is just take the tenders off of these other chicken breasts first. And like, I'm just gonna use a chef's knife for this because we're mostly just like cutting, not cleaning too much. And also I know like not everyone has a boning knife. Hello, Venus Tranquility. Day off, dog sitting, it's a good day. I would say so, Scat. That's awesome. I'm actually really happy to hear that you got a day off. Okay, so this will definitely clean off. Like, you might find stuff that you want to clean off, so do that for sure. Like I said, shouldn't have to take too much. There we go. Of course, there was like one piece, right? Okay. The boning knife. Torino, are you doing better today, my dude? You got that Friday feeling? Gonna do any cooking? Okay, that was this one more? Holy, one more still. All right, let's start with these biggest pieces. So first we'll start on this small side, right? Like, I'm thinking about 1 inch cubes. So just cut off that little tip since it's so thin down there, and then we'll go in half. And then from here, we can cut the chunks. Yum. And then I'm just gonna reuse this to marinate everything in. You'll make it, Torino? I hope so. Just gonna toss some chicken in the pressure cooker with barbecue sauce. Go from there. I like it. That's a great start. Really, really great start. And now I think we brown the chicken. Before we like make the sauce in the pan, I think we brown up the chicken first, just to create the layers of flavor. Just set it aside and then you make the sauce. We'll recheck the recipe. But I think that would be the best way to go about this. And yeah, you might think that it's weird that we're marinating in yogurt, but it does help to tenderize the chicken and also keep it moist at the same time. You need one of those. So those are Cambro pans that I used. I'm sponsored by Cambro, which is like a food pan company. Like, I don't even know what to call them. A food storage and organization company that's really, really popular with restaurants. I think I will actually grab the boning knife just to take off the tendon here. In yogurt, just a plain Greek yogurt, and like, don't go too low fat. Mine is 2%. I think it's gonna be good, Faye, once we start cooking. Close to tandoori chicken. Really, really close, like how we marinate it, but then we're turning it into butter chicken. Go one more up. Okay, so this little piece here, sticking out of the chicken tender, I usually just hold on to it. Just like cut off the main part of it. And then from here, I think I'll just go in half because they're so delicate. And this is an important step. Otherwise, you'd be like picking this out. Doesn't break down. Unless I guess you love like chewy chicken things, but I don't. Yeah, it's gonna get real fragrant in here. Anyone else cooking today? Or what you eating? What's on the menu? You may cook this. You want to read the recipe, Mary? This is an easy one, Wilson. And so dang good. Okay, this tender is a bit larger. We'll cut it into 3. Crab cakes. Nice cookie. That's awesome. And then like if you see a membrane like that, you can clean off the tender as well. Did you make the crab cakes or is it like a pre-done thing? I'm always interested like the different products out there. You had a tooth pulled? Ooh, sorry to hear that. Hope they gave you good pain meds, Venus. And that everything goes good for the healing part. The dentist can be a fickle place for some people. Eating a fresh chocolate chunk cookie, Mary. Mary's already made cookies today? Nom. This is an Indian dish, yes. Haven't eaten yet today, Lauren. But you have had some coffee. And then, Lauren, what did you end up cooking yesterday? After the sneaky feta stream. That was so fun, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna leave, get into here. Nice. You're gonna whip up some taco, beef, and pork. And then who do we got here? CBD, CBNth. Hello, how are you? Happy Friday. We got emotes on emotes. I'm in. You didn't even cook it? You just got feta to make me smile. I love it. Streamers, I tell ya, the things that we do. Well, I will say, Lauren, our community is very proud. The tendon that I'm like trying to grab is actually so dang slippery. We're almost there. Ate really late last night. So yeah, you didn't want it to be heavy. That's always a smart thing to do. Otherwise your like body is just struggling to try and go to bed. A frozen meal that was with zucchini and chicken. Sounds really nice and healthy. And yeah, you always got to make sure that like you replenish the energy from your body if you go on a big hike or something like you did. Nice one, Lauren. And yeah, if you've never had a real feta, like guys, Elsie Weens, yesterday we caught a stream. She was finding feta in the grocery store. We guided her to buy one like straight from Greece and make sure that it was like sheep and goat, not just cow's milk. 'Cause I find that it's so dang salty, the ones that they make in North America. I'm very excited for you to try it because it won't be like any other feta you've had. I still remember the first time in the restaurant when I was like pleasantly surprised about how good like real feta is. Yeah, a feta hunt, if you will. Okay, that is that. Oh, dropped a little bit on the board. Just scrape this stuff up. If you have like a stock bag that you keep for making different stocks at home, this one would have been chicken, right? Definitely pop that in there. I'm just gonna go rinse this stuff up, wash my knife so that I can chop some things next. There's our chimkin pieces. Looks yummies. Make a salad tonight, post a photo. I would love that. Can someone enter the stream in the chat? Huh? You're looking for streams. I would suggest the browse section of Twitch. Do 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 do. This is one of my favorite meals. Yes, it heckin' is. Oh, also I started taking like omega-3 fish oils again this week, and my brain is thanking me for it. I feel like I've leveled up. It's actually amazing. Okay. Just gotta get my disinfectant on here. Dry this off. Said I saw a shopping haul? Oh, on Lauren's. Thanks. I was like, what is this? What are we talking about? I got lost. Okay, give me a sec. I also have a quick coffee bathroom break. I'm sorry. Okay, we ready, Freddy. Yahoo! Let's read up the recipe a bit. Yeah, you have the steak tonight, Lauren. Tried searching for crafting streamers and everyone was playing the same awful music. Huh. Well, I know that a lot of people kind of use the same music on Twitch just so that it's DMCA free, sad to say. So yeah, you might see a little repeat in some streams. Like I use Stream Beats right now from Harris Heller. Just because we really like that. And yeah, I've noticed in a couple other streams that I watch that same songs. So we got our chicken breast cut into bite-sized pieces. I would say like an inch is nice. It will shrink up just a bit too. Then we need yogurt, garlic, and ginger. We got yogurt, ginger. I will grab the garlic. We literally just have enough. I had like 4 heads of garlic that sprouted. Ask me how I feel about that. I was so sad this morning. So we're gonna make do the best we can here. We need to save some for the sauce as well. Oh, like video game music? Well, yeah, like I guess that's what they like, right? Yeah, then there's garlic in the sauce. So why don't we do that for the marinade? And then I'll just use some like dry granulated garlic just to make up the extra little bit that we need there. Sam's gonna get some more fresh garlic for us on the way home. And then we need garam masala, turmeric, cumin, red chili powder, and salt. These are like pretty typical Indian spices. Cumin. The turmeric's over here. Nom. Boom. 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 I think we're opening the fresh bag of Kashmiri chilies this week. Yeah. I've never used this stuff yet. Has anyone else? I'm really excited to try this. It's like an Indian style of chili powder. You can't hear mine? I usually have it set at the same level every time, like just a little background music, right? How long can you leave a bag of chicken scraps before you make broth? Yeah, like a couple days. I would definitely not push it more than a week, Wilson. It's really hot. Okay, I'm definitely not gonna put too much, but I will like to use it for the color, right? Okay, so that's it, other than the salt, which we'll bring over, and I'll probably pop some like ground black pepper in too. Move this over. Let's start with the garlic and the ginger, since that's what's gonna take the longest. And we'll go from here. Overwhelmingly hot? What? It does say hot chilies ground, so we'll try it. We'll try it out before we use it. Thanks for letting me know as well. Always helpful if someone is familiar with an ingredient that I'm not. Yeah, real Indian food is like super spicy, just like real Thai food, right? It'll blow your face off. And for them, it's like not even spicy. We're a bunch of wimps. I'm just picking out where it's sprouted, just so it's not bitter. And then, yeah, don't let me forget to get a little bit of dried garlic. Use a pinky finger to try it, for sure, Mary. A very small amount. And like, I'd rather put it just on the chicken than all throughout the sauce, because then that might overwhelm the palate. The sauce should almost like cool it off, right? You've never had real Thai food? Ooh, it will light up your life. Like, I usually have to get mild or medium at Thai spots, just because, yeah, they don't hold back, let's say. Okay, so I'm just gonna slice up the garlic for the chicken, really nice and thin, because I like the chunkies. And we're literally just gonna mix everything together in this container. Yeah, the spice flavor is amazing, right? Always using the fresh, different chilies, red, green. Like, there are places in Thailand that I have been where, like, as you're waiting for your food to be cooked, which literally doesn't take that long anyways, they will just come by the table and put a plate full of green chilies down in front of you. It's like, here's your appetizer. I'm like, if I ate that before my meal, I wouldn't taste anything. I'm like, this is so impressive. Real Mexican food, yeah, it can be pretty spicy too. Definitely not wrong saying that. Okay, just gonna rinse my sticky garlic hands here. Yeah, it's not just hot for the sake of being spicy. Like, they do a very nice job trying to balance out all of the flavors. Right, Paloozer, and hi, as well as Kermit. Good to see you all. Okay, ginger time. We got this little nubbin that I think we'll just pop on the microplane, and then we also have this to use up if we want more. So let's just try and peel this up the best we can. Bring over the microplane. I always like to use the back of the spoon to peel up the ginger. And then if you see like parts like that, usually I just cut or trim it off. Got a little boo-boo. Trim that part too, where we last were grating it. And yeah, then I just take the spoon, go along, We'll use as much of this one up as we can. Then we can get into the other piece if we need. Okay, so we're making 6 portions of this today. So that's that. That way we don't waste too much of the actual ginger trying to peel it. And now from here, just move this stuff over for now. Actually, we can get the knife out too. I'm just gonna bring the chicken over, put the microplane down on here, and start grating right over this. If you see the ginger butthole, just cut it right off, okay? Yeah, if like the babies, if the kids are eating the cuisine, like you know they grew up with that. Great job. Hey, thanks, Lauren. First pun of the day, thank you. Hi, Cheese. So good to see you. How are you doing? We have already talked about you once today, pertaining to Mrs. Ruvy's recreation of your Detroit style pizza dough, but in sourdough form. I'm pumped. Oh no. It touched the chimkin. Good thing it's all going to the same place. Yeah, what did I do now? Cheese says. We all got pumped. Spreading the deliciousness. One stream at a time. Just keep grating. You can like tap it off. Look at the hairs though. Like this is what we're trying to stop happening. So this does a really good job of cutting those fibers up. Yeah, like she created her own recipe off of yours. That's so dang cool. You were watching her stream a bit? Yes. Yeah, I usually don't get to catch it just because Fridays are like quite busy for me in the morning. Just catching up after working all week. But I always like hearing what they make if they come in for a raid. We're honored. Okay, we're almost there. For this sauce, we're just gonna mince up the ginger. We'll just cut it pretty small because the sauce can cook and simmer a bit. So those chunks will break down. Whereas this, we want to be able to distribute the ginger flavor as much as possible on the chicken. Karawen, oh no, Luthien, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, and happy Friday. Finally made some some dough yesterday. My dude, it's been over 15 days since you made a pizza. Is everything okay though? You're just taking a little break? Sometimes it's good to do that though. Just like take a step back, maybe reassess a bit. Hello there, friend. How are you? Just busy with moving. Oh, word. So you're the next one. There's been so many food and drink streamers that have moved this year. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I think we're good because we're getting close to the ginger butt anyways. That's our stopping point. Doesn't really seem like we're grating much more. Yeah, moving. Coming close to the end though, that's good, cheese. You're almost there. Okay, and then we'll scrape this stuff out. That was the hard part of the marinade. Tap, tap, taparoo. Old place is close to empty. Is the ginger end no good? Yeah, that one has been like sitting around for a bit. So that one, not good. Old place, yeah, close to empty. Boxes galore at the new one. The box fort, the classic. We're no stranger to that either. Just gonna rinse the microplane out so the ginger doesn't get stuck and dried on. Because those little hairs will do that. And then it's hard to clean. Next up, we'll pop some yogurt in, as well as maybe our pinch of salt and then the spices. Mix it on up. The recipe says minimum 30 minutes for the marinade, but we'll probably go closer to 1 hour. Ket or Kel Boop. Kel Boop, thank you for the follow. She said her pizza had no sauce. Well, Detroit style, you do the sauce on the side after it's baked. So maybe that's the difference. Our plain Greek yogurt. We'll give this a stir. Nice. That's a big tub. I think we'll be having some yogurt fruit bowls coming up here. Yogurt granola bowls. But we are also going to use some of this today for the creamy cucumber sauce. Creamy cucumber herb sauce. Let's go boop. Just want to clean this up, the edge. And boop. And maybe one more. This is already smelling right. Just the yogurt, ginger, and garlic. Okay, maybe one more. That should do it. Now we're done with that. Hi, Chef Peanut. That's a boop from Kel Boop. And hi, Deep True. Yum. Lemon ricotta. Yes, please. I thought Detroit style was like Little Caesars deep dish. Let's just say Little Caesars is trying to be Detroit style in a simple way. How are you on this Aloha Friday? No work till Monday. Yahoo! I'm doing really good. Yeah, hope the same for you. The sun is shining here. Literally can't complain. Does anyone know how to sub with Prime from an iPhone? I think it's actually not possible, sad to say. So these are our main spices. Optional, Indian hot chilies. Let's also do a little crack of black pepper before we start, and a sprinkle of salt. Just to get the chicken a bit seasoned through as well as it sits with all of the flavors. Yeah, so good. Hey, Deep True? We were all craving it, and I had chicken breast to use up. So I was like, it's been decided. This is it. It's a butter chimkin kind of day. Little Caesars is a Detroit pizza company, but their take on this style is bad. Thanks for saying that, Cheese. It's like close, right? But like, I don't see a chain restaurant like that put in the sauce on this side. It just doesn't make sense for them for ease of preparation. Do you think we need a bit more garlic? I'll just put a little sprinkle of this on. Like I said, I'd rather sprinkle this over the chicken rather than use it in the sauce. If you're making a sauce, always try and use fresh as much as possible. I'm only doing that because we're a little low. And now all of the other flavorings, so turmeric, cumin seed, and garam masala. What do we need for that? Couple teaspoons of each, and then only a teaspoon of the turmeric because it's quite strong. And like mostly just for color. Grab a little spoon. Did we make it? No, I didn't, sad to say. I bought this one from like the Bulk Barn. It's really good though. We'll sprinkle with this, and then this also gets used in the cauliflower later. I think we might leave it out of the rice, just so like not everything tastes like garam masala. The cumin next. Yum. You have 70 Fahrenheit in Sunny Weasel? Holy. Wipe the spoon one more time. This one. Woohoo! And this is so good for you too, the turmeric. Now let's get rid of this spoon because this will literally stain everything. It is a dangerous spice. Your clothes, towels, cutting boards, countertops, basically everything. Open this up and we'll try it. A teaspoon, yeah. Aw, man, cheese, that sucks. Yeah, like, wow. The color of that? Okay. That's my little pinky tester. It is really spicy. Holy. Okay, I can't use that because we'll kill Finn. I did not expect it to be that hot. Let me also just go wash my hands. Wow. That is powerful. That'd be really good in like a kimchi though. Whoo-wee. It's lit. Venus was not lying. It's like a nice kind of floral-y flavor though. And doesn't build up too much in heat, but it does linger. It does linger, which is why I know it's gonna destroy my sister-in-law if we use it, so we won't use that. And kind of like a refreshing spice. Like now it's kind of cooling off my palate. You know how they say like eat spicy food when it's hot out because it'll cool you off? Yeah, I'm getting like that vibe. It's like pepper spray. No, not that bad. Not that bad. And I mean like the butter sauce would calm down the spice a bit. But yeah, Finn is so sensitive that I just don't want to push it. So now we can just mix this up. We're good. Just mix it with a spoon. Just try not to like mush the chicken too much. And we gotta let this sit minimum 30 minutes. I think you could go like up to overnight for sure. That'd be the best. This is smelling right. So yeah, basically we are making like a tandoori chicken right now. Then turn it into butter chicken. Yum. Making me salivate a bit too. If you haven't tried pepper spray, I recommend it once. I never have. I think Sam has though. In his like his first year of the military training, basic. I feel like he has. The tip of my tongue is still burning, just so everyone is like aware of this. Kashmiri chilies are not mild, even though they look very inviting. And then we'll just push this down in one layer, just so it marinates the most evenly. Okay. And we can just put a lid on that and then back in the fridge. Yeah, in a closed room, there are no winners when pepper spray is sprayed. I can imagine. Yeah, if someone like blew the chili powder in your face, woo, whoa, that would be a bit much. Okay. One time you made a pot of chili since you didn't have chili powder, you subbed Kashmiri. Oh no, cheese. I'm sorry for laughing, but I could see that happening to me too. It's like, we'll just use this. Let's just say no one could eat the chili and even had a hard time with it. Like even you, yeah, so you make your own hot sauces, stuff like that. This is true, Ralph. Ralph with the guidance. Try drinking some milk or have something sweet after you eat something spicy. It does help, just that little bit, right? I mean, might have to get into the coffee Haagen-Dazs. I don't know. I don't think it's quite crisis mode though. Reminds you of washing the red chili pots at the place up the mountain. Hot water would hit it. Yeah, mace, for sure. Okay, next one. I guess we can get the sauce stuff together. We can do that since we're on the butter chicken train. Even measure out the cream, everything. So it's like all the same ingredients, and then I can put most of them away actually. Let's go on to the list. Marinate chicken. It was 1 o'clock when we marinated the chicken. I'm gonna put that time actually. See how long it actually goes for. So next up, the sauce. You didn't even make it through the whole bowl, and then I can't even imagine the next day. Yeah, I love chat. Pro tips about survival skills, always Mary. Yeah, Venus. That is the backup pepper spray. Curry cauliflower sounds great. What spices are we using? So the recipe I have linked, it is called Easy Curry Roasted Cauliflower. They do garam masala, chili flakes, and some cardamom on there. That sounds yummy. And then I also do have like a little yellow curry powder, which I was thinking of sneaking in because it's a really nice one. Like it's really well done. You can see the little pieces of all the spices in there. It's got a nice sweetness to it. Multi-purpose cooking show here. You can learn how to bake a ham and also fix a tractor. Here we go. I actually love it. Okay, so for the sauce. Oh, also, hi Carawan. Looks nice, you're curious. Do you prepare lunch right now? Yeah, so like it is 1 o'clock p.m. here where I live. So more like a late lunch, early dinner. We usually eat anywhere from like 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Yeah, time to prepare din, but unfortunately no Indian foods. Maybe this weekend. Yeah, so that's why we stream, to be some inspiration for cooking on the weekend. RFC, how are you? Where did we get the glass jars with a gasket? Those are from the grocery store here. So the same place that we like get our groceries, Save on Foods. Like way back when, they had these jars available to buy in like 12 packs. I think we were in Vancouver when we got them. And yeah, I was like, that's the greatest for organizing the spices. I'm sure though, if you looked online, you could find them. Might try to cook some bow tie chicken pasta tomorrow or Sunday. Beautiful. Thanks, Paloozer. Paloozer the best internet Googler human if you ever need anything. Michael's, good one, Wilson. Yep. That is one that I wouldn't have thought of. Okay, so we need to dice up an onion, slice up some more garlic, mince our ginger, and then once again, we need cumin, garam masala. We're gonna add some coriander now for the sauce. And I think actually we have to toast the coriander and blitz it up. So I always buy the spice seeds whole and then only toast them fresh and like grind it fresh kind of as we go through it a little bit at a time. That way they taste the best always too. Okay, let's get started. Just keep prepping. And then from here, we'll get into the Kashmiri rice with hazelnut and apple. 1 onion. I'm gonna take the worst looking one in the bag. We'll cut this nice and fine. It's going to be a difficult one to peel. It's going to be like that. I see. I hate when it does that. It's like, please, why are you doing this to me? Sometimes you can like get your knife under and it might come off in one big piece. But I don't like when it like goes under your fingernail. It hurts so bad. I guess we could have just peeled off this whole piece, but I would rather try and use as much onion. So I'm just gonna trim off that first layer where it's like dry. Boom, we got it. Onions this week at the store were massive, and like lately here, they've been super small like this, or even smaller were the ones I used at work yesterday. I was like, what is this? So Weasel's store has all of the big onions, noted. There's that. Might as well peel the garlic since we got peels on the board right now anyways. Yeah, Paloozer. This one we're not using. Someone knocked over the bottle of Miracle Grow. And thus, we have extra large onions. What you doing? How's it going? Cheesies, hello. I'm cooking. What are you doing and how's it going? Now we're gonna go, go, go. We're cooking some Indian food today. Making a nice butter chicken plate for myself, my fam, and even some friends. Completely shocked to get some Walmart tomatoes that actually tasted vaguely like a tomato. Pleasantly surprised, we can say, Paloozer. Love that. That little piece we'll take care of after. Whoa, and if it wants to do that, just let it. It will happen. Do one last slice here, and then we'll let it fall over. So commingle all of these pieces that got cut nice. Move it over. Is this one okay? Barely. Might have been a psychosomatic as you sniffed the vine too, yeah. Because the vine is such a good smell. Your body's like, it's close enough to a real tomato. We got a sharp knife, yes. One thing that we learn in our trade, basically, first thing, a sharp knife will always save your fingers. Better than a dull knife. It's like any trade, right? You always want the best tools to do the job. And we always try and use up as much of our ingredients as possible as well. Now we can do the other half. Hey, thanks, Cookie. Thanks for posting the link to the knife. I think we'll take a little bit of this away for the rice, because you fry a little bit of onion for the rice coming up. And this will be more than enough for the butter chicken sauce. Okay, so this is like basically falling apart already. That. Just rough chop these ends that are kind of weird shapes and stuff. Do your best, forget the rest. As long as it's all roughly the same size, we're good. This is the onion butt, what I call, or like the root end. That doesn't really break down in cooking, so usually I just get rid of that little piece. The rest though, all usable. Okay, so I'll ask now, since we got a bunch of people in here with us, who in chat has either eaten butter chicken before, or maybe you've even made it for yourself. Okay, so next up, the garlic. I'm just gonna thinly slice that. And then we're gonna put the garlic and ginger together and keep the onion separate. The onion gets cooked first. Eaten, not made it, Kel. Love it, yeah, right? It's pretty rewarding to make for yourself. And like not too much prep. Next up is some more ginger. Show you how I like to cut up ginger. And I'll get a couple containers to put this into as well. Had a lot more tikka masala in your life than butter chicken, but yeah, you like it just as much. You've made it, Cassius? Nice. Okay, so I'll get this. Do that for the onion. Also one more small one. Remember I said I was gonna take some away for the rice. Not much. Really don't need much. Let's go like that. That will be more than enough, so I'll just put that aside for the rice and we'll fry up that onion later. Now let's put the garlic into here. Start organizing ourselves for cooking later. This is called mise en place. We're getting everything in its place so that when we are ready to cook everything, it's all prepped up and organized. That's a really, really important one for getting better at cooking in the kitchen. Hi, Greek, how are you? Good to see you. Happy Friday as well. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna rinse my hand. Kind of sticky. Ralph has never tried butter chicken, but if you remember correctly, you had chicken tandoori in the Bahamas. Your friends took you to an Indian restaurant. There you go. So very similar then. It's like the chicken that we're making just without the sauce. You don't know what's up with video or audio, but at least you have the chat. Okay, I was gonna say, like, no one else let me know that there's issues on our side, so hopefully we're okay. Okay, more ginge. We can just peel this. Just like that. We will trim off this nub. And those ones. And so we'll peel it and then cut it. One more spoon. There you go. Just keeps buffering. That's weird. Basically do that whole piece. Beautiful. Take that off. Okay. Worked so good. Like, waste no ginger doing that. Okay, so now you just come here, cut that, put the other piece back in the bag. As a native Swedish speaker, you once saw empty head in a translated Russian restaurant's menu. Is that a common word for the vegetable in USA? I've not heard that before ever, Frank. Like you're saying for ginger? Dang, Greek. Maybe something funky happening in Vancouver. So now we can either put this on the flat end and cut down this way, or be very careful and do slices this way. I think I might try this. And so really thin slices of the ginger. And you can kind of like stack them together as you slice, because it'll help us to dice it next until maybe we get to this point. Now it kind of feels like it wants to fall over. So we will let it. Pop that back together. And then we can just go like that. Go. Pretty nice piles. And then we do even thinner slices next. Make like little batons. And then from there, we turn it to the side and we can dice it. Oh, for cauliflower, it was called an empty head? Yeah, I've never heard of that. Has anyone else? And this is how I mince my ginger. Always fun mincing ginger. Hi, Bonk. Good to see you. Spicy butter chicken. We're not gonna make it spicy because we don't kill Finn. We tried the Kashmiri chilies, but it will just light us up too much. But if you can make that for yourself, Daff, I would go for it. Okay, so just take a little bit of this at a time. Come back across. I actually don't mind mincing ginger. It's kind of a fun challenge. And then that goes in with the garlic. GF and you had butter chicken earlier this week, courtesy of Trader Joe's. Nice. Was it yummy? I see great minds think alike then. And yeah, right now we're like, kind of have to press hard to get through those fibers in the ginger and keep like nice cubes minced up. That's why sometimes I go slower. There we go. We got our onion, ginger, and garlic prepped for our butter chicken sauce. Rinse this up. It was good, Bonk. That's good. She didn't expect the heat. Oh, you had a spicy one. Holy. Yeah, usually it should be pretty mild, right? Dang. A little spicy surprise, if you will. Okay, so I'm not gonna measure out... actually, I guess we can. We can measure all the spices into a small container too. Garam masala, cumin. Oh, that's the next one we actually have to do. Toast up some of the coriander. That's what we're rolling into. Get a little pan. We need some coriander seed. You can just put that to the side for now. Put our salt and pepper back. So we'll do this on the induction because it'll go the quickest for heating up. Yay! Audio and video is back for Greek. This is good news. It was mild for you, Bonk. So the GF has a little bit of a sensitive palate to spice, and I mean, like, that's okay. Everyone's different. Hi, Greek. Yeah, I'm doing so good today. Had a great week. Feel like I'm like finally adjusted to the sleep schedule. Got up at 4:45 and I was just ready to go. Okay, so yeah, we'll go kind of low temp on this because we don't want to burn. I know this says oregano, but it actually is coriander. So there's our coriander seed. Pour that in, one even layer. And then basically we let this toast until we kind of see some smoke coming off. And then from there, we put it into either a food processor or a blender and make it into a powder. While we're here, I'm gonna measure out our cream that we need for the sauce while we wait. Okay, had to change your VPN. Yahoo! Her dad likes super spicy stuff. Just made your GF eat too much of it. That is fair. And yes, this smells so good. I think they said a cup of whipping cream or like heavy cream. Yes. And then I will ask this. Has anyone done butter chicken with coconut milk? Almost like a dairy-free. I can already smell it. I feel like that'd be yummy. Add a can of coconut milk to this too. Yeah, coriander toast and one of the best smells ever. And then also while we wait, we can open up the can of tomato. Sam got some San Marzanos for us. I think we'll only need one. Oh, I should have put the yogurt back. Give this a little swish just to keep it toasting even. Holy. I can see, like, this is one of my favorite smells too. We're gonna leave the ginger out because I feel like we might need it for the rice. The onion is trying to make my nose run. It's Friday. Thinking about using Greek yogurt instead of heavy cream. It'd be nice and thick, that's for sure. This is almost there. So I use my dry container for the blender. And that's what it's meant for. So boom. Those will get poured into here. This is coriander seed. And then we'll take the induction away. Open up our tomatoes next. And just keep rolling. So nom. I always feel good after eating Indian food too. Even when I eat too much. Yeah, this smells, it's like roasty, citrusy, kind of like acidic, sweet. Smells so numb. Okay, got our tomatoes, so we'll have to crush these up ourselves. Hi, Vicky. Thank you, friend, for this 7-month resub. How was your week? Yeah, if you taste it before toasting and then after, you will notice a big difference for sure. Thank you, Vicky. almost there. Yeah, kind of floral. Good one. Yeah, chicken wing. Haven't heard that song all week. It's good to hear it again. Greek, I bet your wife has such a good recipe for this, hey? I'm gonna go like 30 more seconds and then this is good. Do I ever listen to Chicken Attack? No, I don't know what that is. Vicky, you're busy even though you're off for spring break. Nice. Yeah, what? We have spring break at the end of this month coming up. It might be next week actually for the schools, but I think I'll still be going to work. I'll still be going to worky. I'll just help out somewhere else. Hi, Helquin. How are you? Okay, I'm just gonna turn off the induction. Careful. Pour it into here. Let it cool off a moment before we blend it. Otherwise, I find the steam really makes it like clump up in the blender. That. Keep my hot cloth here. What do we feel? For the rice, I think I'll prep the apple and the nuts first. So let's just put the induction away for now. Set up the blender. Yeah, almost like the taste when you buy the Old El Paso fish to taco mix. I find cumin is more similar to that though. That just might be my palate. We can measure out our rice while we're waiting for this to cool. Yeah, Greek's wife keeps the recipes under lock and key. Even he doesn't even know them. So then even your daughter is not allowed to tell you then, hey Greek? That's wild. Okay, should we cook 2 cups of rice, I think, basmati. I'll grab the hazelnuts. Hazelnuts from the freezer. Yeah, I think that'll be the best one. I also have macadamia nuts and like almond slices, but I think I want to do this. Yum. That with the apple should combine nicely. Okay, put that by the rice prep. Okay, I think this is good now. Pop that on, pop the lid on. It might be a little bit loud when we start this, just getting the seeds blitzed up, so just watch your headphones if you're wearing them. Watch your headphones, okay? Okay, see you, Bree. Thanks for popping by. Turn that off, give it a little taparoo. Take care, Greek. And yeah, we'll talk to you tomorrow, I'm sure. Tap the lid too, because you can see it like flies up. Mmm. Smells like lime almost. So that's how she turns out. Just want to make sure that you don't see like any whole seeds left in there. We're good. So now we just got a little funnel. We can put it back in the container it was in. This is how I do my spices. Same thing I do with cumin as well. A little bit packed around the bottom of the blade. Tap, tap, taparoo. Tap that. Beautiful. Sophie's sharing the warm again. Been laying in window all morning. Came over, flopped in the lap. So cute, Paloozer. She's like, I give you warmth. Warmth and affection. Yeah, toasting the coriander is key. Greeks, like, just so you guys know. It does help it blitz up even better. Toasting it kind of dries it out. It's good. 10 out of 10, would recommend. Okay, so next one, we'll get the rice going, I think just with the little burner set beside me over here. And that way we can chop up the apple, the hazelnuts, get some other flavorings ready for it. Keep working along. We put the chicken in the marinade at 1 p.m. our time. It's already been 35 minutes, so that's the minimum amount that it should marinate. Get a medium pot. Twitch is sure pushing a lot of ads these days. Yeah, like we have ours set at the lowest setting, but I did read up, like we were talking yesterday on the IRL stream, is they're actually planning to ramp up more, sad to say. So there's that, I guess. Okay, we'll just do this like this for now. Turn on the pot. Wait, let me just read the recipe. I'm just gonna see this, if we actually cook the onion and the spices first and then put the rice into there. I haven't made this in a while, so let me see. Yeah, I never drain the rice. The ghee, so they fry the nuts. And then they fry the spices and add the rice. Okay. And then add the water. And then while it is boiling, they fry some onions, but we'll do that first and put it in the rice. And then near the end, like the last kind of 5 minutes is when we put in the fruits and the nuts actually into the rice. So yeah, we got our onion ready. Our rice is here measured, good to go. Boom, boom, boom. And then what? The only thing we have to quickly toast up in the oil is just our hazelnuts. Pop this on here safely. Yeah. Oh, the little bottom banner ads. I've never even like seen those on my stream. I've seen them on Graham's before. Do like a cup of hazelnuts, and then we'll chop them up before we fry them in the oil. Gotta pay for the rocket fuel. What a world we're living in. Just a wee chopper. You decide how finely you want this chopped up. I really like the crunch it adds to the rice. Just a little something extra. And they said you can use ghee, which is like clarified butter, or oil, up to you. Little bit more. Always toast your spices, seeds, and nuts. This is one thing we learned today. Still a couple whole ones. They are evading the blade. Bam, we're good. I think the onion's trying to make me cry a bit. I brought it closer to me. Hi, Vune. Did you have good movies? Oops. Don't brush the nuts on the ground. Oh no. Okay, so I'm gonna start it like this, and then once the nuts are in the pot, I'll turn it to the bigger view. Let's go like kind of high heat for the oil, and then I'm gonna do some grapeseed oil, not olive oil. We're watching the show Castle. It's such good fun. Is it like a comedy? I've never heard of it before. Let's also get a spoon. I'm gonna choose this one just for its slots in the shape to scoop out the nuts, and then we need a container to put the fried nuts into. It's a crime, comedy, romance. Cool. I guess we could also do this. Transferring. Also, a bay leaf goes into the rice, so I'll make sure I grab that. I think maybe cinnamon stick. Nathan Fillion stars in it. I feel like I've heard that name before, but the face is not coming to me. Bay leaf. Cinnamon, I might do a little bit of it only, because it is very large. Ever watch Firefly? No, not even that one. I am the worst for like shows and movies. Canadian American actor. Captain Malcolm on Firefly. Richard Castle on Castle, starring as John Nolan on The Rookie. Yeah, I've heard of that person. Don't know if I've ever seen them before. Oh yes, cardamom as well in here. Yum. So just like slightly different flavor then in the rice compared to everything else. It's nice to like use these spices as well. And I did see saffron. This is amazing. We can make some saffron rice. And I think what they do is actually like pop it in some milk or just a little bit of warm water to bloom it. Yeah. It hasn't even been opened yet. How do we open it? This is the question. Hello? Oh, maybe that's how I knew him, because I have seen Suicide Squad. Is this a lid? Guys, we got saffron, but there's no way to get into it. Is it a slider? I feel like it might be a slide. Just gotta break this seal. I actually have no idea. It's a saffron, yeah, the safest. Safest saffron ever. Okay, I got the sticker off. If anyone wants to send help, I will gladly accept it now. I don't even see anything in the container to open. Oh! I got it! I knew there's a reason that I didn't cut my nails. I got it. And I think this oil is nice and hot. So really, it should get open this way then. Yeah, like lots of people are getting rid of cable, right? So there she is. Literally the stamen of flowers. I think each flower has 4 of those. So yeah, you can imagine the effort it takes to just get a bit of saffron. Okay, yeah, this is smoking. This is smoking. Let's pour these in. It will not take long to fry them. Golden brown. Roasted, toasted, delish. So they're sizzling. Make sure they're in one even layer. And well, don't burn them. Don't burn the nuts. After these, we'll do the onion. Yeah, that is a lot of saffron, hey View. I know Sam just picked this up not long ago. The email. The Saffron Company at gmail.com since 1874. It's like basically when Canada became a country. People have been exporting saffron forever. That is wild. That is wild. You go over more. Yeah. July 1st, 1867. Canada Day. We're getting there. Obviously, the small pieces are gonna toast quicker, so keep your eye on it. I'm gonna have a sip of water. You know what else would be yummy in here in place of like the apples or just an addition? Dates. Dates would be delicious. Okay, very, very close. I'm just stirring it to make sure that it's toasting evenly. We are moments away here. See how they're getting nice and toasted? They're kind of popping too. So now just turn that off so you don't burn anything. I'm gonna actually switch it over to the other side now off of the burner. Just gonna scoop that, drain as much oil as we can. Try and get all the nuts out because we are gonna keep cooking in here in the pot. Onions next. But whoa, we're gonna cook the onion in like hazelnut oil. Okay. Those are good. So next, we'll push this back over. Just keep going. Turn it back on to like 3.5, 4. That's what we want to hear. Just use this same spoon. Let that fry. add in our spices momentarily. I'm just gonna add the saffron to that. So saffron, cardamom, cinnamon, bay leaf, and we'll do a little bit of turmeric as well. That's it though. Oh, we got steamed up, sorry. Got too excited. Too dang excited. And yeah, smell, very good, bonk. Very nutty, especially after the coriander toasting too. Let this get golden brown and delicious. Build up the flavors. Just get one more little spoon for us to measure the spices. Yeah, smell-o-vision for this, Vicky. Would be lovely. This isn't even the good stuff yet. Just wait until we start making the butter chicken and the sauce. Insane. Where you live, it was officially founded on May 28th, 1828. Whoa! Even older than Canada as a country. That's cool. A bicentennial, very nice. So we only want to toast the spices for about 30 seconds to a minute before we add the rice. So make sure your onion's like really good to go. Don't have to cook it too much more. So we'll do like a teaspoon of turmeric. Do a couple pops of cardamom. And this is the green cardamom, I believe. Look at that, already changing color. A few bay leaves. Don't make them too small, otherwise they might get lost in the rice and we don't want someone to eat that by accident. I'm gonna pinch off a bit of this cinnamon stick, or maybe even just break it. Perfect. I choose cinnamon stick in here instead of ground, because I find ground cinnamon, it just makes things almost taste too sweet on its own. Disperses throughout too much. So the cinnamon stick, you can control the flavor a bit more. Yum. Is it smelling amazing in here? Yes, yes it is. And then a little pinch of this, because we can. I mean, it's just gonna sit there if we don't, so yeah. Like, try and get like maybe 6, 7 little stamens. And as the rice cooks, that will disperse throughout the color and the flavor. Whoa, add our rice. This is insane, guys. I'll go grab some water now. But this is all coated. And adding the rice in like helps the spices from burning. So let that toast. It'll kind of sizzle a bit. It's exactly what we want. And now we'll need a liter of water. So every 2 cups of rice kernel, we need 4 cups. It's a 2 to 1. We're doing really good, guys. And so after the rice is done, we'll move on to the butter chicken and the sauce, and then the cauliflower will be nice and quick. We got this. You wanna always make sure that you have a lid for the rice. Just gonna give this one more stir. I'm gonna take a really quick bathroom break while this is toasting out. It's a good time for me to do it. BRB. Okay, back. Perfect. Now I'm gonna crank the heat up to 5 since we're almost ready to add our water. So we want a really, really like heavy sizzle when we add the water in. So let's scrape this spoon off too. Get all the goodness in the pot. Just keep the spoon to the side because we can use that again later. Wash my finger really quick to get the turmeric off, otherwise it will stain. Wonder which ancient tribe was the first to chew on cinnamon bark and go, hey, this tastes sweet. Yeah, right? It's like, whoa. Those were the days. A lot of discoveries back then. A lot of interesting things. Like, kudos to all those people who weren't scared to try things. Okay, I hear sizzles. Sorry, my hair is just pulling. I redid my ponytail while I was in there. The Brits aren't that fond of cinnamon. Yeah, the people had to be punished, right? Like, RIP to the people that had the poisons. But now we all know. Okay. It's got stuff to say today. Dunzo. We'll pop the lid on while this is coming up to a simmer. Done with this. Done with this. And so now I'm gonna just turn this to the side and we'll dice up our apple next. Yes, I did get it. Thank you very much for that, Ralph. The Filipino meatloaf. Yeah, thank you for sharing that in our Discord. It's so handy. So many recipes, like tried and true. So I have 2 green apples to dice up. Maybe that's too much. Maybe I'll only go with 1. Should be more than enough. Was that crazy, Wilson? Pouring in the liquid for the rice. It is kind of crazy, I guess. It's so satisfying though, that sizzle. The rich and the powerful in the Middle Ages and further back had people taste their food for them. Oh, that is true. I could see that. So, not 2 small pieces of apple. Don't go too small because then it'll just fall apart and get soggy. It's actually supposed to be like a little bit crunchy. So we do that. Then we'll come along. Just do nice thin slices to match the other ones. And then from here, I usually just take off these ends, cut them on their own, and then we can divide that in 2 again. Like that. Yeah, I wonder how many like new food discoveries are happening on the daily. Probably not nearly as much as before, right? Okay. And then if you cut your apple too early, it will like oxidize, so start to turn brown on you. So try not to cut this up too early before you add it to the rice. If you do want to have it prepped early though, you can always just do a little squeeze of lemon juice over it, and that will stop the oxidization or the browning. Okay, it looks like the rice is almost up to a simmer, so let's go. And then I think only one more thing I'll add to this is just a pinch of salt. Haven't added that yet. So this, I'm just gonna put in the container with the fried hazelnuts, because those are gonna get added together. The rice is coming up. It looks so good. Do you see those bubbles? The lid's about to blow. Yummo. There she is. Now, we'll just turn it down a little bit. And then pop the lid just to get some of the steam out. That's okay. Pinch of salt. Mmm. The cinnamon stick. Smell hell's good. Look at the color of that too. Yeah, sounds good, Ralph. You'll try and send some more Filipino recipes when you get a chance. I love that. Feel free to share as much as you want. And Green Fang, I'll send a couple recipes via Discord DMs. Thank you for redeeming 75,000 pots and pans points, friend. We are crossing off Kiwi Mish's pots and pans menu on Sunday coming up this week. Korean bibimbap is what we're gonna make. Excited to hear what you come up with, Green Fang. Okay, so where are we at? Let's take a peek here. Kashmiri rice, hazelnut, apple, cross that off. And then this can just be hot held on the side, or it is like so good that you can also serve it like lukewarm, room temp. Because the cauliflower is gonna be hot, the butter chicken sauce is gonna be hot, so it'll reheat the rice back up. Yeah, gotta try the pickled onions. You got some jars, or you just need like a heat-proof container to put them in, right? Okay, so gonna take away some things that we won't need for the butter chicken. Or the cauliflower, which is basically all the spices extra we used for the rice. That's good. I feel like we're rolling right along. I don't think we're taking too long to make anything today. And like we always take the time to make things right as well. That, I'll put the hazelnuts back. I always keep the nuts in the freezer. They stay better longer. You're drooling? Izzy Rogue is drooling. Okay, so that... I guess we can just put this back to the side now that it's simmering and clean up the cauliflower while we wait. That's what I'm feeling like. Get that trayed up, and then maybe while everything else is cooking later, that's when we'll make the creamy cucumber sauce. Keep your nuts frozen, thank you, Bonk. So we have this bag to use up from last week. And I'm only gonna really use the big florets for roasting. Otherwise, I feel like it just makes a mess on the sheet pan. Maybe we'll donate these for Ashtra Poo Bum snacks with her foods. I know she does love cauliflower. And if you're wondering where that one is, she's outside. She's being a sun dog today. I mean, for good reason. It's so dang nice out. India, Korea, Thailand. Yeah. Okay, it doesn't want to tear. I cannot use my muscles to do that. Sheesh. It is that temp, Daff. How did you know? We got a 10 degrees Celsius sunny day coming up. Do any Indian dishes use mushrooms? Dang, I wish Greek was here still. Because he has also lived in India before, Wilson. I have never had any with mushroom, but that is not to say that it doesn't exist. We should ask Greek tomorrow. Nice. Yeah, that'll be like one full sheet pan for us. Maybe I'll sneak that back here. The rice. Look at that. In a moment. Just want to show you guys. Okay, get the steam gone. Hello, steam fan. There we go. It's looking good. The brown bits are just the cinnamon stick. Once we see a lot of the moisture start to be cooked out, that's when we add the apple and the hazelnut. You'll forget the question. Ooh, mushroom biryani. Good one. Thanks for sharing, Ralph. Okay, so we're just gonna cut these a bit smaller and then put them on a sheet pan to roast. I'm not gonna line the sheet pan because I don't find cauliflower sticks at all. That's not gonna balance there, Kate, but good try. So nice bite-sized pieces like that because they will shrink a bit as they roast. Yeah, mushroom biryani, yum. I think the only biryani I've ever made was a lamb belly. Oh no, I guess that's a poor snack too. The cauliflower's like, I'm out of here. Also just gonna turn down the heat a touch on the rice now because it looks like it's cooking real quick. Posted the link in the recipes Discord for the mushroom biryani. Thank you, Ralph. You're a legend. That's how we keep spreading the deliciousness, right? Little by little, every day. Holy, this rice is smelling good. I think to start the butter chicken, we'll fry everything up in some coconut oil. I really like that flavor. Cooking with coconut oil, just don't go too high of heat because it actually has a lower smoke point than grapeseed, which you wouldn't actually expect. Look at that. Okay, so come over here. Let's pull this here for now. Let's pour in our stuff. That's exactly how this should look, by the way. So get the apples kind of layered on first so they steam up. Just soften a touch, right? And then from there, you can pour the fried hazelnut. Insane. Now back on to finish up. Now we'll keep our eye on that. Okay, let's finish this up too. It's so good, Cookie. Like I said, this rice literally changed my life. And this was also the same rice that changed the way I cook my rice on the stove pot. So this was this type of rice. Like that's what they called it on the menu, was Kashmiri rice. And we're like, this sounds insanely good. And then we had it and I was like, it's so fluffy. Like, how do they do this? So then I Googled. And it's like the way that Indian people make rice is they basically boil it instead of like simmering it, which a lot of us are taught. And that's how the kernels stay a lot more separate and it fluffs up. It's so good, Clam. Hi, Darth for Baka. Welcome in. Happy Friday, friend. How's you? Okay, two more collies. I guess we can come back half and half. Rockin'. If I rock with it, it's not as bad. Samo should be done worky right now if everything went good today. Okay,